Welcome to my Module 3 screencast for GAM312 about ray casting. Last week I went through and used the cube grid to make some objects in a world, and I didn't like it because I'm not an artist. So this week I went through and used 3 different asset packs I own and combined them together to create what you see here. Way easier, especially for prototyping. And let's see what we got. Okay, as you can see, I at least have the debug running on the ray trace, but I did something a little different with it. Instead of just reading what actor it's hit, I added a teleport as well. It's not the best teleport because it only goes in a straight line, so you have to hit just right. But it does show proof of concept and something else you can do with ray tracing. Now to do all this, first you have to come to your character.h and add in some includes. Everything you see here from game framework./actor down to right before traverse character. You have to add engine world, draw debug, these other things. I don't know if it's just unnecessary in other components and only you need to use engine, but here in Unreal Engine 5, you have to use all of these, at least to get it to work properly. Then you also need to add a display raycast method down here. Then you come to your character, and again, you will call the display raycast. And inside, you set vectors for your start of your raycast, which will be your actor's location, the forward vector of your camera to get the, oops, I almost forgot to put that in, sets the forward direction of your trace coming from your camera. This little section here is so we'll move the start of your trace forward and away from your player just a little bit so that it's not striking your player capsule. I did a teleport, so this here is going to be a variable that will eventually be able to be changed by picking up objects and such. I'm going to actually set it as a U function that will be called and be able to be adjusted, an actual stat. Here is the length of your how you set the length of your trace. Notice the teleport distance. You can normally set this to 1,000, and it would only be 1,000. But the longer you make that, the further you can move this trace. And then here you set the hit result. This is a variable you're going to set up for the trace that you'll be calling in here. If your world exists, you're going to set a bool for actor hit, true or false. Then start a line trace using all of the parameters you set up front. This is set to ECC visibility. You can set this to pawn, other things, so that would tell you what it hits and what it ignores. Then you're going to draw a debug line. In this case, I chose blue to show where your trace is going. You will get rid of this later. If your actor hit is true, so you actually hit something, and it returns an actor when you do hit.getActor. It will then add a debug message telling you what that actor's name is. It will set a new location to the hit location from hit up here, and then it will teleport your actor to that new location. And let's show that one last time, and I'll be the end of this. Back to Unreal Engine. Play. And again, you'll notice it tells me what it's hitting up there, and I teleport. All right, that's it for this week. Thank you very much.